a sixth soulmate has been connected, I guess, and we're here to, I guess, see what ends up happening. Hakari's mom being that person leads us down many paths that I'm kind of excited for, but also, I guess, just like not concerned's not the word. Uh, Interested, I guess, just how her dynamic and how that's gonna work within the group, and if she's gonna be involved as much as the others, or if she's just gonna kind of be there on the side, or the way her obsession and all this other stuff kind of goes about. I don't know. I thought last time I was like, there's no way that we stretch this out more than 2 episodes. Like, it just didn't make sense. But now the way that they're doing it, I feel like we're gonna stretch it out in like 2 episodes. So however that's gonna end up working. But now Hagari probably won't have to move away, right? Because we have this connection and she wants us to be with her. Also kind of wild, 30-year-old woman asking out a what is he, freshman in high school, but you know, we move. We'll see what happens. If you like it all, like it, subscribe to the video, to me, feel free to stick around for the discussion, leave any comments with this episode series. Let's get going with episode 11. No way you just said that. That's what I'm saying, dude. He's feeling it though. Over every single woman. Usually she's just saying some nonsense, but Karne's spitting for once. No, just this one. Just this one. Yeah, because it will be with you instead. The fuck is that? Is that her throne? She's already in one. Oh, yeah? She's gonna ask you some absurd questions. Okay. He's not gonna be lying. And how are we gonna do that? Can we throw Karne on the... Yep. Let's ask her some good questions, please. Why would you ask her that? Pick another one. And now it's gonna say she's lying. She's not almost asleep. Really? Well, wow, she's so proud of herself for that. Yeah. Sit in the chair and answer the question. He gets it. No, but he gets it. How specific do you gotta get? This poor guy, and he doesn't even realize what's going on. Wow. I love how he can say that he loves multiple girls the most in the world, and it could also be true. Unfortunately. What was the point?
今回用の特殊エンディングを作っているというのに。
どういうネタバレよ。
What?
大変です奥様。
Are we getting a special ending or are they just fucking around?
全員動くんじゃないよ。
Oh my god.
でないとこの細い首ぶっち折るからね。
これね、1ミリも動かないでください。彼女の力なら人間の首なんてポッキリ飛んでるぜ。待ってやりかねませんよ。
と遠くに逃げんのよ。
でもそれじゃ
Yeah, she'll figure it out.
どうせ迎えに来てくれんでしょ。
Oh, or the... But we might just be in a loop at that point.
本当に会えるのかもしなさい。はかり、今行くわよ。本当に首ぶち折るわよ。ぶち折るならぶち折りなさい。母親の愛、なめんじゃないわよ。
Oh shit.
奥様。
Just snap it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
二度とあの時間は戻ってこないのよ。ビビってる場合じゃないのよ。何が母親よ。あかりの気持ちをないがしろにしておいて、あんたこそ親友の愛なめんじゃないわよ。
ダメですお嬢様。いやこんな時にニャーニャーうるせえなバカ猫。お前何を。すいません、どいてください。
Look who it is. Let's go.
はかり。
But she'll jump anyway.
レンタロウ君は私とお母様に囚われ
That's
続けてしまうんです。
okay. For him, at least.
私には耐えられません。大好きなレンタロウ君の人生をめちゃくちゃにしながら、
こうな人生なんて俺には想像もつかないよ。たとえどんな日々を送ることになったって、はかりが一緒にいてくれるなら幸せじゃないなんてことはありえないんだから。
The thing is, like, it's like sweet and the right thing to say, but like, it doesn't hit the same when there's six other girls, you know? It's.
あなたのことを愛してます。これからもずっとずっと一生俺と一緒にいてください。
My boy spitting, though. Respect.
ずるい
Game is literally
ずる
unmatched.
いです。そんなのずるい。
さあ部屋に入って。
She's just gonna slip. Oh. It's over.
俺が行くから待ってて。
She's definitely gonna pass out and just fall, huh? Yeah. Oh. Somebody there? Or are you just gonna somehow be able to grab her? Superhuman shit. Insane reaction time.
出される。
Bro, you will tell the fucking guys behind you to come help.
恐るべし火事場の母力。
はかり。絶対に二度と話すもんか。
はかりだろ。
No. There's a pool beneath them now.
絶対に守る。
Although there's not. No, there is. I'm positive. There. My man's at midair. Fucking kicked off of the building. Gave himself that boost. Literally different. Shizuka's drowning. Why is she jumping?
よかった。本当によかった。
Hit her. Listen, I'm not one for abuse ever, but like when it's the tsundere doing it, for whatever reason, it just feels okay to me. It just feels right.
はかり泣かせた。
No, she was crying
思いっきり
already.
ぶったから。
分かっているの。着水に失敗していたらあなたも。
言ったじゃないですか。
But we landed in the
この命に変えても
pool.
幸せにするって。俺は絶対にはかりさんを幸せにします。
Just because his eyes were fucked up doesn't mean he was lying.
全て本当の
I mean, you built this fucking next level lie detection machine here. I mean,
どうかよろしくお願いします
damn.
すべてはかりのため。ははりさんのすべてがはかりのためなんだ。自分をどこまで犠牲にしてもすべてははかりのため。 なんていう人だろう。
Not really.
なんていう
Kind
人だ
of.
ろう。でも
I think it's more of it took her experience or thing like this to kind of shatter that thing where she was using herself as and experiences and stuff as ways to kind of justify what she was doing.
はかりのことも
I'd argue that's more
あ
likely
なたの
than
ことも。
her just being as overprotective as he's making it out to be.
俺はははりさんにも幸せになってほしいんです。
You're a part now too.
一緒に歩んでほしいんです。かつてははりさんが思い描いた幸せな人生の続きを。
That starts with you, brother.
はい、こちらこそよろしくお願いします。
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
ここなんていつの間にだってレンタロウちゃん
Oh my god. Oh my god.
濡れた体をしっかり温めてね今日はせっかくのお泊まり会なんですもの
I love how consistent they stay with Karne as well. Always gotta stay covered up and concerned.
風呂もでっけえけど母ちゃんのおっぱいもすげえのだ
あらあらでもはかりも負けてないわよ
Oh my god.
ありますけど薬も負けてないのだよ
She saved it for just this moment.
ここですか
Yes.
からね、早かったな。もう上がってきたの。こう
別にこんな家の風呂朝飯前だっただけよでどうしたの
Although it was a rich person.
お腹がめくれて。
Nah, she.
早く出たくていい
Yeah, I'm sure. You knew what you were doing.
腹ぐらいで何そんな真っ赤に
からねちゃんのお洋服がスベスベし始めたんですが。
あんたまさかあの時のこと思い出してんじゃないでしょうねはい
Now you are
あの時
too, though.
私のお腹に頬ずりしてるって分かってたのねしらばっくれて押し付けてきてこの変態
仕方ないだろ。ああしなきゃ落下する気
I don't blame you, brother, at all. Like, not at all.
必死だったんだよ。
うるさいうるさいうるさい私がどんだけ恥ずかしかったか
I wouldn't say embarrassed. W moment. Oh my fucking god, bro. What? Let's just go get her payback.
どうよレンタロウああいい余裕だったのだ
You interrupted. It was getting good.
薬も混ぜる
No.
私は一体何をダメだ
Can we get like a full like Karne focused episode with nobody else in it, please? At one point,
いよいよ待望の
side story
パジャ
something.
マパーティーよ
みんな素敵すぎる。
悲鳴を上
Or
げ
she
る
put
の
on
は
the
まだ
little
早いわよ
ones.
一緒にあげてたじゃないですか。
極めつけばこの子たちよ
にゃおーななしてあげるのだゆっ召されてんぞ
しずくちゃんくするちゃんママのほっぺにもチュー
What?
ベイ
興奮しすぎたわ
お母様鼻血
Yeah, she's
ミスを
she's got a lot of built up shit over these years.
ごめんなさい
She hasn't felt this in
知
years.
らんもなくしすぎちゃったわね
Dude, you're like not even 30. What
そうか。
do you mean
は
too
はりさ
well?
んはずっとははりさん。
Gotta give her something, brother. Be great.
これからはもっと楽しいことが待ってますよ。
I could think of a few.
私もう我慢できない
ははりさ
All
ん。
the music and everything. Here we go.
私の部屋
Here
に
comes the yeah.
ははりさん。
W situation. Let's go.
大人の階段を登ってしまうのか
Next episode.
今日のエンディング
Oh, we are gonna get an ending.
好きにしていいわよね時間
I wish they put subs for those. Lads, I gotta be honest. I'm in that same position I was the past few episodes. I don't know what I want to say. I got no idea where to even begin, I guess, or even what to go off of. They took a concept last episode that I didn't even think was possible. I didn't even think was an option. I thought we were strictly other classmates and people that were going to meet. Basically the whole school, or other schools, right? We were going to extend it outwards. Never once was I like, oh, parents, uncles, siblings, whoever. I don't give a fuck. When you do that, it adds so much extra that they can go into and they can do. And they make this episode so much more special as a result of it, right? You take the over-the-top nature of just like everything within this show, and you take it another step further, and then further and further and further, and they keep pushing and pushing, and constantly like taking what you believe will happen, and sometimes not even sometimes, most of the time, to be honest, doing like things that you can kind of predict or like see the direction that it's going. Like last episode, I was very certain they were like, oh, she was 13 when this happened. She's kind of, disowned like doing anything for herself over all these years, and she lost all of this, and everything's been for her daughter, and they've been saying all of this stuff. So I'm like, okay, she has all these desires and urges and things that are probably built up over time that they're gonna extend further into the idea that she's gonna probably end up sleeping with Renter at some point, right? That's where my mind was going. And then look where we get brought at the end of this episode, right? Like a lot of it, you can see the path, you can see what's going to happen, but it's the delivery of how we get there that is so different and unique that makes it special. There's a lot of other shows, Spy Family is a good example, in my opinion, where they set things up and it's fairly predictable the direction that they're going to head with a lot of the stuff. And you can kind of predict it as you're going along the way. But they deliver it well enough, and just the execution overall is good enough and enjoyable enough for you to watch that it makes it a very enjoyable and fun show. And it makes you happy because if you're thinking this along the way, they're kind of going in the correct direction in a way. And it's not, being predictable and stuff isn't always a bad thing. But in this show, what they do is they take things that are, you can kind of guess the way that they're going to go along, but they take so many different detours and then go above and beyond with the way that they kind of deliver it to ultimately get you into that exact point of what exactly is happening. That makes it so much better. Like, I find it hard to believe it's going to be as straightforward next episode as they end up sleeping together, right? Like, it's going to be more of that, and it's probably still going to happen, but I wouldn't be shocked if we throw some other like curveballs and things in along the way that just make it like, what the fuck am I watching before things actually happen, right? Like, that is the type of thing that we end up getting in the show that I feel like a lot of other ones don't end up delivering the same way on, that makes this stand out. And it makes it so special because they are able to kind of have it written in a way that follows what would make enough sense and actually works, but at the same time being able to include so many other things that make it not in a way that you can follow. And I don't know if I'm not really describing it, I would say, the right way, but in my head it all is kind of making a lot of sense. But they just do such an excellent job. And the whole thing happened this time, the way that they ultimately deliver it. With all these different situations throughout this whole episode too, that made this one so fascinating and so enjoyable, which I really love. I like a lot of the stuff behind the mom and the way that she kind of acts, right? Loving all the cute things, wanting to dress everybody up, getting so overly excited, and the way that she kind of acts, having all these like urges and desires and stuff. She's more like a more open Hakurei in a way. Well, Hakurei's still fairly open for a lot of her stuff. She's more open of this because she is, one, a older, more mature in a way version of herself, but has all these things that she's kind of suppressed for a while, and now she's at a point that she can kind of let them all out and no longer has to, which I think is really, really fun. And it makes everything that's going to be coming forward, and I'm assuming within the story, even after the anime will probably end, way more fun and enjoyable. And I'm very excited to see how over the top all that goes. And I believe there will be another season, so I'm not gonna need to go read it right away, which will be really, really cool. But I am excited to see, I guess, how they plan to continue onwards and make this so continue to kind of go above and beyond what you expect over and over. A few things I really like throughout the episode. I like Karne at the beginning just being like the voice of reason, the person who's always like lying to herself and just acting in her usual way, being able to call other people out and point out their bullshit and the reason why it's like so dumb in these situations and it doesn't make any sense. I just love that. I love the bringing up the lie detector. Like it's so perfect. It's so stupid, but it's so perfect. And then Karna being so fucking pissed at the whole time that she's trying to do it. It's funny how like specific and everything that you have to kind of get while you're doing this with Sheets. So we just start asking her things, of course, that she's gonna like kind of flip her out and piss her off. I love this of her having to be like overly specific on how much exactly she ends up loving him too, and then we test it along with everybody until we ultimately end up getting to confirm that it ends up working and that this is exactly what we want. And then they start talking about the spoilers of the special ending and stuff, which is a cool way of hinting towards what you're going to end up getting at some point. And it made me wonder, are we actually going to, or is it just like they're just kind of fucking around and I don't know why they're saying this at all. And they're just like a little bit of like role play between all of them, which I think would be really, really fun. This is a really sweet moment too, of just her kind of being okay with sacrificing herself within this moment, because she understands that everybody will come back for her at the end of the day, and that's kind of how they're gonna continue on and live on together. So she needs to end up doing something like that, and she'll end up doing something like that, which I end up really liking. We end up having to come, we save Hakari, but of course she ends up slipping and falling after Rentaro says absolutely everything the correct and proper way. I talked about it too. It doesn't hit the same way, like in an emotional way or like a climactic way that like this would have like the impact on somebody, I would assume, and just like less of like a parody type show, right? Because there's so many other girls and like the whole situation, and a lot of this is focused around comedy, that some of the serious moments are a little bit more difficult to take serious. So even in a moment like this that's supposed to be like this big realization and serious moment, it ends up not feeling that way to me as a result of just understanding that, like, him like, oh, I need you, like, absolutely can't live without you, like all this stuff. But it's like, at some point you might have to, because there's so many others. Like, I don't, it doesn't work the same for me, but it works for the situation and him just actually spitting everything that he has, because he always knows the right and proper things to say. And then of course when they fall, they show you the pool at one point too, so you can see that the pool's under them. I thought that it would be directly under, but I guess I was a little wrong. And then Buddy's ability to midair calculate what he needs to do to push off of the building, to boost himself into the pool, to protect everybody is fantastic. And I love that. Shizuka jumping in here, no idea why she's still dead. I love Kusari being able to call her out and ask her why the hell she even did too, which I think is great. And then of course Karne coming over and slapping the shit out of her because of everything that we've kind of been through. She has to take her anger out on somebody. I like that moment though. I like when they do that, but when they actually take it out on like the guy for absolutely no reason, like Rentaro, it's not his fault at all, but she just doesn't want to hit the other girl or something, I think is a really funny thing that they do in some other shows and moments that I really like. The mom at this point realizing how much that she actually loves her, or how much he actually loves her, and then he starts putting into perspective everything that she's been doing, and of course is for protection. I don't buy that for a second. I've talked about that extensively the past couple episodes, how I think that the mom's kind of being written and being portrayed in a way, and I think that you can take it as that way, that she's sacrificed absolutely everything, and everything she does is through the eyes of her doing things good for her child and stuff. But I think her overprotective methods and the way that she's kind of doing things is her realizing mistakes and stuff that she made on her end when she was younger, and she doesn't want her daughter to make those same mistakes, even though mistakes are good things because they can help you improve and understand bad things not to actually do, and they like a bunch of other things. You can learn valuable lessons from them. So instead of allowing her to do all that, you're just kind of telling her where you went wrong and telling her that she absolutely can't, and you're doing everything in your power to restrict those, and you're holding it all against her in these moments. And it feels like you're just trying to live your life through her and like redo it in a way, which I don't like at all, and I don't appreciate when they do that kind of stuff. Parents, that is. So in this situation, like, I get it, the way that it's being put off like that, but to me, when I kind of like dig underneath or like view into it a little bit more, that's how I take it, and I don't like that or appreciate that. So I think like a lot of the mom's tactics and stuff just don't hit for me, which makes me like not like her as a character like at all. And I mean, I could be like literally the only one reading into it that way. I doubt that, but I could be, and if I am, then I guess I'll be the only one who doesn't end up liking her as a result. But it's just kind of how I end up feeling on that situation. I love Karne being all the way that she usually is and having to cover up, especially when we're in this situation, and then everybody just has their fun. Kusari having to glow up here in this moment too is really good. And of course we get the highlight of the episode, of course, for me, being able to see Karna like this, which I think is a fantastic moment. Of course, Rentaro having the flashbacks to the whole situation that happened last time, and the way that he kind of views her, especially in this moment, which I think is great. And then she ends up getting her payback. They get caught, which fucking sucks. I really wish that we get a full episode, you know, just between them, or a side story or something. That's kind of what I need. Just focus with her. This is how I felt during the quintuplets. I was big on Team Nino, of course, so, which I think would probably be pretty predictable based on my feelings towards Karna. But on that team, you know, you always were just rooting for moments in time just with them two on screen and nobody else. And then, you know, so you didn't end up getting all of that. But hopefully we can get more of that here, which I think would be fantastic. I love the mom dressing everybody up and making everybody all cute and fun. And then we get put towards our moment where they're going to end up having some fun next time. And I'm very excited to see how that comes. The ending is really fun and cool. And I like the different references and things that they're kind of going with here, which I think is really good. Very excited to see what comes. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will be here for the finale very soon. I hope I can record that later tonight. I don't have any time right now, but hopefully later I can get back and be able to record, which will be pretty fun to be able to finish this off for everyone, and then we can move forward to other things that are coming. If you liked it all, hit the like and subscribe to me a lot to me. Feel free to check out the other videos and channel if it comes with those series. I will be back for the finale hopefully next video. You guys have a good one. Peace.